Manav Rachna presents New Age Parenting.
Welcome back to New Age Parenting, and today we are talking about a very difficult subject for any child and for any parent, and that is bullying. But in today's time, when child is actually quite open and intelligent, how about opening up to the child about his own behavioral problem?
See, the thing is, if that is the situation wherein it's reached to that level wherein the child is very clearly knowing that what is going around and is still not improving, I think then one can have a one-on-one discussion.
Suppose the child has not reached that stage. It is just the beginning. Don't you think it's important, because the mental makeup of this child, what is that void? Even if you say that he's seeking attention, that's okay. Then he has to learn, because you'll not be there always.
Exactly. Why not?
He'll have to learn to handle attention not being there. So do you think it's good to start taking the initiative and being open with the child that yes, this is your problem?
Exactly. Why not? I believe it's really very important. As I said, it's always better to be proactive in these things, because these kind of behavioral problems are actually increasing day by day.
How about anger on the road? You've been into these brawls also?
Sometimes, actually, I told you, sometimes.
Yeah. What happens?
Ma'am, actually, as I told you, that if the person is doing wrong and I go and tell him that, yes, man, you are doing wrong, and he is saying, he corrects me, no, I am not doing wrong, you are doing wrong, and he piles on me, then yes, I need to teach him that, I need to tell him that, okay, it's enough and it's your fault.
You don't want to mind your own business. You want to show them that whose business it is.
Actually, yes, ma'am, and if I'll mind my own business, ma'am, okay, this time it was me, next time it would be another man, another person. So
they want to save the world. So they just realize actually that this streak, even if we want to do good out in the world, if this violent streak in me, in
yes,
you, cannot be curbed, cannot be handled, it can turn bad, not only for the world, but for me.
Yes,
so it's important. Everyone's help is required. Sangeeta, Tejas, thank you so much for being in the show. Thank you. The purpose of this open discussion, this soul searching, is to bring out the inner hidden emotions for all our actions. Yes, we get triggered, we get inspired to behave in a certain pattern because somewhere we have these hidden desires. And if we look at it, bullying or wanting to be the powerful one, wanting to be the one who is being obeyed by everyone else, is somewhere the belief that survival of the fittest. If I am the most powerful one, if I am the fittest, I am the one who will survive. But we need to look at it, what is the reality? Because this belief, survival of the fittest, has created competition, fear, chaos and one-upmanship. We really need to understand the spiritual significance. So let's try to find out spiritually, where do we stand as a society? What is the reality?
Every being has a need for love and safety, but we want to fulfill it without facing inner darkness and fears. So we transform this need into the need for approval and recognition from others. Also, we transform our need for oneness and harmony into the need for excelling and being better than others. And once we think that to be loved is to be admired for my achievements, I don't need to go inside for love anymore. I simply have to work harder. We are constantly looking for outside validation, since our self-esteem depends on it. And so all my thoughts and actions are inspired by just one belief: survival of the fittest. Hence, I live in constant competition rather than cooperation. I feel I have to exert my power, which can be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, on other beings to ensure my survival.
Once we are open, we are ready to challenge our own belief systems, even if it is as common as survival of the fittest, and are ready to explore and experiment with it and take it to the next level, we might be able to evolve from being a mere human being to a spiritual being. And that is what we try to do in our next segment, trying to have a third view to all our situations, because somewhere we have not been able to achieve our own divinity, our own purity, our own consciousness. And for that, we move over to mapping the conflict.
Child's view. There's so much grouping in the school, I have to defend myself and create my own space. Either I give in or fight for my position. It's a battle out there.
Parents' view. World out there is becoming so competitive and fierce, we have to prepare our children for the world. And it's better to be aggressive than passive.
Solution. Competition is a result of the belief that there's only one place on top. But we forget everyone has their own peak, and challenge lies in recognizing that uniqueness in your child. Growth and success just follows.
Child's view. I feel everyone should do the right thing and I know what's right and wrong. So when others refuse to do the right thing, it angers me and I feel like bashing them.
Parents' view. Kids usually fight in school. It should not be given too much of importance. If parents interfere in kids' fight, it turns ugly. They should be left to sort out their fights.
Solution. Violence and aggression at any age should be checked and corrected. The child facing the violence and the child getting violent both need attention and care. Victim and the bully equally needs healing and love.
Child's view. I feel left alone and very sad. Nobody is my friend as I am not part of any group. Some of my classmates always make fun of me and taunt me. I often cry in the school bathroom but can't talk to my parents because they'll think I'm weak.
Parents' view. I find my child silent and sad. I try to talk to him about school and friends, but she never responds. I worry about him, but I don't know what to do.
Solution. Any change in child's behavior needs to be noticed and worked upon. If your child is not opening up, is not talking to teachers, friends, school counselors, and if he is being bullied, see to it that he is able to handle the situation. Be a positive presence in his life. As we've been talking, that bullying is not just at the physical level, it can be emotional and it can be mental. And it is not necessary that it will come from your peers only. It can come from anywhere. It can be from the elders as well. But the most important thing is we have to resist it. Today we have an email. There's a girl who doesn't want to share her name, but she says that I'm a class 11th girl from commerce section. I was weak in mathematics and my school maths teacher started giving me extra classes after school in private. It has been a week since I have been going for these extra classes and somehow I feel very uncomfortable. Although my sir is nice, but he stares at me weirdly and at times behaves in a different way. And that day when I solved a tough sum, he kissed me on my cheek. And since that day, I have not gone for that extra class. But my parents keep asking me to go. Also, he's my regular maths teacher and I meet him every day. I don't know whether he's right or not. What he did was intentional or by mistake, but I am scared. Should I tell it to my parents? I don't want to create a scene. What should I do? What I want to tell you is that no, it was not by mistake, it was intentional. And now what you need to do is get up and take action. You need to report this to your principal and to your parents. And even if a scene gets created, don't be afraid. It will not only help other girls, other students, but also will help your teacher. Because your maths teacher, if he remains on this path, it will be debacle for him. And time for all of us to take responsibility of our own actions. You cannot keep on taking bullying. This is also one kind of bullying or abuse. Time to stand up and take actions. Actually, in our lives, we've been ignoring and taking things in our stride, but that's not fair. We have to understand when we need to actually challenge and when we need to have patience. And this will come with complete understanding of spirituality. Time to take your leave, but before that, as always, we would like to invite all the parents, all the children out there, because this is your program, your platform. If you feel like, do write to us, do send us your suggestions. We wait for them. So till the time we meet again, enjoy parenting. This September, New Age Parenting Workshops coming to Bangalore. For registrations, call 971-871-9806 or email us at info@newageparenting.net.
Manav Rachna presents New Age Parenting.